not going to sugarcoat anything, last night was one of the most gut-wrenching, demoralizing losses I can think of in the last 10, 20 years as a Giants fan. And the fact that this comes at a time when we're 1-5, now 1-6, and I'm not the only one feeling this way, but if you're feeling this way today, chances are it's a pretty good indication that you fucking bleed out for this team, that you're feeling this kind of absolute dread over a 1-6 team that has now lost 8 in a row to the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's be honest about this real quick, though. We had multiple chances to win this game. This offense, Daniel Jones, put this team in multiple positions to win this game. This is not on him. That fumble at the end of the game should have never been in that position to begin with. The game was over. The game should have been over 7 minutes prior. The defense did their job for 3.5 quarters of this game. But the running theme that we've seen in every one of these losses, other than the San Francisco game, mistake after mistake after mistake. This team plays to actually not play to win, but they play to lose. And the defense has been very impressive. For the most part, they continue to get better with pressure. Bradbury's been playing his ass off. Ryan was playing his ass off. Martinez, the line, Williams, everybody up front. I don't have complaints. My complaint is that we can only play for 3.5 quarters, and we can never, ever get over our own mistakes. And last night, it just feels like year after year, the Eagles have miracles against the Giants. You go back to the 70s, the 80s. It takes a miracle for the Eagles to walk out with a victory against the Giants. And they have our number. Can't complain. They have our number. It is what it is. 8 in a row against the Eagles, 7 in a row against the Cowboys. We can't beat our rivals. That's it. That's where we're at. Joe Judge, this team fights. I said in the video, this team's going to fight for 60 minutes. So, really, they fight for about 55. But either way, there's a different mentality with this team. You can see it. But to come online afterwards and you see this criticism that Daniel Jones gets, it's unbelievable. The 80-yard run, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if some scumbag Philly fan in the crowd threw a battery or something on the field. I don't know. Obviously, I'm joking here, but that was the metaphor for our season. And the memes are out there. It is what it is. Jones is going to get a lot of criticism for that play. Wide open, falls apart like he was hit from a sniper. Yet, there are fans that watch Daniel Jones putting the team on his back, carrying him on his legs, had the fantastic pass that would have ended the fucking game, the walk-off pass to Evan Ingram. And Evan Ingram has been a giant disappointment. I don't care how much you love him and how high he was drafted. The potential is obviously there, but you talk about one of the most disappointing and frustrating Giants of the last few years, maybe of the last decade. If there's a big moment, you can count on Evan Ingram to fucking shrink every single time. I'm not blaming this loss on Evan Ingram. It's a team. It's a whole team. They all collapsed. Everybody just fell apart. But they did their job for 3.5 quarters, and they were on their way to silencing a lot of people, silencing critics around the NFL, around the sports world that would have taken notice to say, you know what, wow, this Joe Judge Giants team went into Philadelphia, got that off their back, and convincingly beat the fuck out of the Eagles with what would have been a 2 or 3 score win on the road. But obviously that didn't happen, and now we're in a different dynamic now. We're 1-6. The sad part is that somebody's going to win this division with probably 5 or 6 wins, and it likely won't be the New York Giants. And I'm telling you this now as a Giants fan of well over 30-some years. When I see fans talk about wanting to quit or tank, the reason that gets me riled up is because I get accused of a lot of stuff. I'm not alone. Any Giants content maker out there, any diehard Giants fan that puts himself out there gets the same shit. Nobody here is mentally retarded. We understand that this team has a lot of holes still. Holy shit, a fucking surprise that a team that picks in the top 5 every year might not just win the Super Bowl on the drop of a dime. Nobody is naive to the fact that we know what kind of talent we have on the field. The difference between you and me, I go into every single Sunday with an any given Sunday attitude. Anytime, any given Sunday attitude. Today could be the day that we can beat an undefeated Patriots team. That concept and that mentality is how I approach every single week. I don't ever, would not ever, root for this team to lose. Ever. I don't give a fuck about who the draft pick is, about who's sitting there at the top of the mountain. It's all about stepping on the field and believing on any given Sunday you can beat the team in front of you. You guys, these fans that want to give up, somewhere along the way, you lost it. You lost it. Maybe 2 Super Bowl wins in 5 years spoiled the shit out of you. But if you're over 30 years old, mid-30s or more, you know what fucking heartache is. I shouldn't have to preach here. I shouldn't have to get on a soapbox and remind you what it's like to be a Giants fan. Because being a Giants fan is ups and downs. It's fucking full of heartache. It's full of misery sometimes. And sometimes, and every time in the last 4 decades, it's about reaching the top of the mountain. That's why you stay in the games like this, in the seasons like this, because you know as a Giants fan, a lifelong Giants fan, eventually you're going to taste it. You're going to taste it. I am sick and tired of watching this fucking loser fan base have enough. You think any of us want to see this shit? You think any of us want to see this week after week? Lose a game to the Eagles like that? Put up with this time in and time out? It's fucking devastating. It's soul crushing. But you don't quit. Die-hard fans don't quit. Die-hard fans don't get upset if you win a game. You don't go into a game thinking, how can we lose this game? Oh my God, if we win this game, it's going to fuck up my draft pick. Fuck Trevor Lawrence. You have a quarterback. Daniel Dimes. You have a quarterback. It's about surrounding him with the rest of the pieces he needs. More offensive line help and a fucking dynamic receiver who knows how to get open and stretch the field. How about a tight end that can catch the fucking ball? That would be wonderful. But year after year for the last few seasons, by the time we get to October and November in the meat of the schedule, because we're way down in the win column, our fans give up. And they've had it. The toll has been taken. And I got news for you. Nobody's told you this. Sit the fuck down. I'm going to tell you something shocking. This is going to blow your fucking mind. Okay? You ready? You don't have to do this. You don't have to sit here. Sundays are not, you're not forced to sit here on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. You don't have to do it. There's other things you can do. You can walk away. You can no longer watch this team. And when they come back, when they meet your standards, you can come back. But you know, and in the meantime, what you don't have to do is take a shit on other fans that want to see this team win, that want to win every single Sunday, that aren't planning for the draft by September. This offseason, there will be more changes. For the last 3 years, I have bitched about Dave Gettleman. I have bitched about John Mara. The same fans that had a problem with that for the last 2 or 3 years told me to trust the process, now are mad about the roster that they see on the field. Gettleman built that roster. You want to take for the first pick? You have no faith in fucking Gettleman, but now's the time. He'll just fucking nail it, because maybe the 5th time's the fucking charm. Get a hold of yourselves. It's a long season. If you're not built for it, check out. Check out. Today, we're in the fucking gutter. Hearts are ripped out of this franchise. But in 11 days, we're going to be up. We're going to stand up and be ready again. That's what diehards do. Is Tampa a better team than us? Absolutely. Do I think we can beat them on any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday? Absolutely. We may be broken. There's a lot to fix. But our fan base is broken too. And only you can fix that. Only you can gut check yourself. I'm pissed. You're pissed. I'll be here all the way till week 17. No matter how many fucking wins we get, I'll be right here every single week. There's a reason that every single buddy watching this video right now got into this team. Maybe it was passed down to you from generations. Maybe you just like the player or you like the fucking helmet. One way or another, you came here. Something lit that inside you. Plenty of football left in this season. You know what you're in for. You know what this type of season's going to be. Check out if you want to. I'll be right here. The rest of us will be right here, no matter what happens. To the players in this locker room and the coaching staff on the sidelines, I hope this fucking loss last night crushes every single one of you as bad as it does these fans. I hope it fucking stings today to wake up. The taste in your mouth is so bad that you want to fucking throw up, because that's what we did last night. We had to go to fucking bed and get up for work with our fucking hearts ripped out once again to these cock-sucking Eagles. But you know what? Live to fight another day. Get your shit together. It's a long fucking season. If it stings like it does for the rest of us, so fucking what? Good. You want to get that taste out of your mouth? There's only one way to do it. Get your shit together, put your fucking chin up, and handle your fucking business. I'm sick of this shit. Everybody's sick of this shit. And you should be embarrassed.